Welcome to Super Stuff Unboxed. Hello and welcome to another episode of Super Stuff Unboxed. Today we're going to be unboxing two Supergirls. That's right, Woman of Tomorrow page punchers with the sword and the stylized cloth cape hair Supergirl, and the recently released Supergirl Collector Edition number 59, based on the original Supergirl, which looks like it has kind of a better faceplate in store than the one on. I hear that the hair can also come off and swap with some other Supergirls that are movie inspired still coming out. There's also another CW. I'm going to have to do another Supergirl video before too long because it is 2026. It's actually the beginning of May and the movie's coming out this year. Before we get unboxing these, there is a Power Girl in front of us. These aren't all Supergirls. And then shout out to the old school Superwoman. I think that this was actually like their child for a while. I don't actually remember super well. And then why don't we do another shout out to like the DC superhero girls? It's not quite Marvel Legends quality, but if you're trying to get your child into it, that's why I have this. And there is articulation, accessories and such. So, all right, plenty of Supergirl stuff out there, but let's get started with what's in front of us. Power Girl stands gigantically above the rest. This is Supergirl from a different universe. She physically looks a little bit different than we're traditionally used to. Earth 2 Supergirl and Supergirl do end up existing in the same universe. So she has Kryptonian powers and somewhat different, but somewhat the same. A little bit quick, but hard to explain. We've got our 3-pack. I think this was with Poison Ivy and Livewire. Perhaps this is the classic DC Animated Universe look. I don't know if I have any more Supergirls like this in a white t-shirt, which a lot of people are kind of fond of laying around here, but they'd come up in a future Supergirl video if we do. There's already a lot for this one. Now people are begging for the Melissa CW show Supergirl version. This isn't McFarlane Toys. You might be able to tell from the chest crunch. No diaper, but there were Melissas already out there and available, and I think she's going to be a theatrical edition. Brandon Ruth just came out, Superman, and he wasn't, so who knows how this stuff really all unfolds, or if you even know what I'm talking about. But this is the Injustice video game Supergirl. Watch out for her. But yeah, I don't know, pretty cheap these days, not quite as good articulation, but still pretty good compared to my childhood. But something you might want to customize if you're not into the Injustice look, to get her to look more like a regular Supergirl. But whatever, there was a Supergirl already out before these ones amongst us. That was a McFarlane Toys. These two are going to get unboxed, so we'll take a closer look. But despite the fact that those two are out and available and popular, there's been this often overlooked DC Rebirth Supergirl who has quite the traditional look, side by side. I mean, people will swap these heads on these Supergirls for sure and see if they can come up with something great. But this is from an era that already had a cloth cape, so something good right there. We've got ourselves a Supergirl that was intentionally looking like this. Some people might recognize this. This was actually above the bed in my home for a while in kind of a sepia tone colored picture frame. Not entirely like that, so that does have some sentimental meaning to me. And then for those of us that haven't seen the movie yet, because it hasn't come out, it looks like crypto and outer space and, you know, scenes like this are about to unfold. This is the actual story that the movie is kind of based on, so a cool comic to have included. Speaking of included, let's just get going on this stuff, these page punchers. Oh yeah, how old is this thing? It's currently 2026 here. Let's take a look, 2025, not super old. And we've got the cloth capes. We're just cutting off the bottom flap, and we're gonna do a clamshell style opening with this, where, you know, I cut off 3 sides. So 1, 2, and I guess, now let's cut this one off. Let's leave the hanger in case I ever want to use the plastic shelf or something else. Wow. We cut ourselves a collector card and stand and comic book. Ooh, comic book. Oh, the art, the story the movie's based on. Yeah, it's really different. I hear that this character here with the sword is going to look really different in the movie. Oh, crypto in the neck. Oh, spoilers. Oh, man. Cool. Very cool. Let's pop this card out for a sec to take a look at rounded corners. Kara Zor-El. An alien girl seeks out a melancholy, directionless Kara Zor-El to help her take revenge on the bad guys who destroyed her world. Oh, she's seeking her out for help, an alien girl. Yeah, that's kind of how the movie transpires. I thought that an alien girl was initially going to reference Kara herself, because Kryptonians are aliens, right? So there's a whole nother shell inside the clan. Here we go. All right. Yep. Okay, pretty cool. Let's get this girl unboxed, but first, slide the sword and take a look. All right, it's all one color. It's pretty cool. Definitely unique. All right, literally put it side by side. Yeah, that's what this is about. Okay, that's why this one is kind of expensive and in demand. But we'll put that sword next to whatever they produce for the movie versions in a future video. Okay, we've got some fists here in the box. We've got, is it just that one cut? Page punchers. Oh, thank you. Thank you, McFarlane, for not overly keeping these people in. All right, that's what we've got. A bottom wire and side wires, so the most posable cape. And besides the fists, we've got a gripping hand and a flying hand. That's great. And a great standard articulation, including toe bends. The skirt is kind of rubbery. And we've got a cool stylized head sculpt. It looks good in the back too, to me. I don't mind that style. It's definitely reminiscent of the artwork in those few pages of the comic book you could see. But since this is a gripping hand, this is the big part before we get on to this other Supergirl here. And keep this video rolling. Yeah, this is what we're talking about, right? Now that hand obviously isn't all the way up. The cape wasn't posed, but that's what we're talking about, isn't it? That's what we're going for. Look at the hair curls. Yes. For those of us that want to recreate scenes, that's pretty cool. Speaking of recreating scenes, all right, we're gonna, let's just do the bottom here. Just the one tape circle makes it easier than the 3, right? All right, this just is a very, very recent release. Number 59. There is a platinum version of this. yet, so who knows if we'll get it in time for the next Supergirl video. The other ones are all on the way. All right. Kara Zor-El, Superman's long-lost cousin, arrives on Earth and adopts a secret identity to aid Superman in the ongoing fight for truth and justice. Ooh, I like the foil. It brings people my age back to when that meant something special. We first started using the process. Okay, I don't know that I'm necessarily going to show you every hand in detail more than you're seeing right now, but this face sculpt isn't a face sculpt like some of the other collector editions. It's a, oh my gosh, it's a whole head, which is better in my mind. And I hear that this head is the same as like the theatrical version, hair interchangeability. Time will tell. I don't know that we're necessarily doing that on this video quite like that, but awesome looking head. Yeah, I'm looking at the time running by. These videos get long, but if you're opening and comparing multiple Supergirls, oh, I need to be more careful. Did you see that? Okay. I guess I can edit parts of this out if I want. Like that. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. We've got ourselves kind of a gripping trigger and a grip. We've got ourselves no bottom wire in the smaller cape. Some people put those in themselves for a greater. Side wires isn't enough for some. If you're into this stuff as deep as obviously me, someone with the channel, by the way, please like and subscribe and that sort of thing. All right. Yes. Wow. Yeah. This is classic. And then the hair. Now this is going to get weird here. The hair is going to come off, obviously, because it can go on the other head. But how hard is that? Okay. And on the other one, faces, we've got a little bit more attitude. In this one, attitude, show me attitude. All right, and then you just go for it now. How about this one? This is the not seen in the box. Yeah. All right, we did it. We definitely have unboxed some super stuff here. These Supergirls are going to be something you're happy with. Now, especially when you start head swapping or mixing and matching, if you have more than one, ooh, there's a lot more Supergirls these Multiverse is putting out before Todd is done. So yeah, come back for more, because if you've made it to this far in the video, that might be the kind of thing you're into. Thank you so much for watching Super Stuff Unboxed. We appreciate you. We'll catch you next time. Let's take some pics and videos. Yeah!